Hi, my name's John Kraft from Kraft Built Incorporated, and this video is something I made to walk you through a project that I did for Turnberry as a lead superintendent for this particular portion of work at the Turnberry Isle Resort in 2019. Here's the before pictures before we started destroying anything. And that's that's standing in the foyer at the front door looking back into the lounge, again across the foyer, which will become the front area of that large room will be the new reception, and then the lounge in the back. Those windows go right to the pool, so keep your eyes on those windows throughout the video and realize the pool is just on the other side of that glass, and all the noise that we make just... So we did our best, but I put temporary walls up, of course, outside. Here's just demolition taking place. We had a lot of trials and tribulations on this. Here's some renderings of what it's supposed to look like when I'm done, so you'll see how I did. There's one more here. But we'd had another project going on the roof that I wasn't in control of, actually, at first. Caused me a lot of grief. I'm going to let the...
So here's the interior lobby lounge part, phase one. Doing demolition right now. And some framing of the ceiling. This is the interior portion of work that I'm doing. We're going to cut a hole in the wall right there to go into the corridor. And there's a hallway on the other side of that wall. It all gets demolished, and then we go through another wall on the other side of the hallway to go up into the golf pro shop and continue up to the VIP check-in. The whole, it's probably 8,000 square feet that gets demolished. This is the first 3,000 square feet.
So here we were cutting up concrete to get down to the pipes to first off fix the main drain line going out of the building. It goes straight across. I had to find out where it was. I had to trace it, find out where it was, and then get to it and cut all the concrete out to replace it because it was sloping uphill, and they'd been having problems with the floor sinks for a long time back there, and it was absolutely disgusting, of course, and rotted and old and way overdue for replacement, so it was a good thing. I made sure everything sloped downhill before we buried everything. That's us digging up where the bar goes and plumbing it in, getting it ready, doing all the underground. And remember, all this noise is happening while the hotel is active and guests are in and out, and the pool's right there. We had to chip up all the old mortar so we could set our tile where we needed to level-wise to meet. Actually, it was not the back patio and the foyer, the front foyer. They were not level to each other, so we had to trick the floor a little bit with a slope to make everything match up, which you don't notice. It's so slight. But all this concrete, there were tons and tons of concrete coming out, and all of this demolition material, if you could imagine, had to come out at night straight through the lobby, straight through the foyer. And out the main entrance. So we did this the wee hours of the morning, essentially, from 12 o'clock to 5 a.m. To remove the trash, that is. And here's the roof leaking into my workspace, and so I actually decided to take the roof project over. There was a big mechanical project going on up there. So I asked if I could just take that over and handle it. So I had the roof project, I had Here's we have the double mat rebar going in, because this whole floor is a structural slab. So that means that it's not on grade. It's not sitting on dirt. You assume that it's sitting on piles down in the ground, and it's counting on those piles, those concrete piles. So the slab itself has to really be able to support itself. Here we're filling in the two of the windows in the back, so we can put the bar in front of that. And here's where we're putting up structural shoring to tear out an opening in the golf pro shop. And we're getting now we're cutting that opening out. We've already done one. You're actually looking at one right where that scissor lift is, and then there's another one on the other side of the corridor. And then we'll put steps in front of that to walk up into the pro shop. You'll see this. Here's all the framing and the ceilings. We had to fix and redo a lot of stuff. A lot of it stayed. A lot of it got repaired and added to. Tried to save as much as we could, of course. Now this is the main entrance outside, a covered entrance, and there's a couple just getting back from their wedding, for a honeymoon, I guess, and we're chipping away. I made everybody shut up while they walked in, got out of sight. But we were fixing all the rain leaders, and we were fixing, we were getting the front entrance ADA compliant. Now here's a pedestrian bridge out back as well that I did. That's another project. I had about 5 projects going on here. That's more framing. There are the pro shop steps that I was intimately involved in making sure they were correct, because frankly the guys didn't really, there's the pedestrian bridge again, but they didn't really have a grip on those steps, so I made sure they went well. Here we're starting to, we've got everything dried in, and we got the drywall on, and we're laying tile, and this is outside. This is a look at everything that was going on, including the valet porte cochere, the porte cochere building I was doing out front, and all the work we were doing on new curbs and roads and walkways and everything. And here's just walking in to the lobby. And there it is. There it is. I'm going to tell you, that was a lot of work. I had to do this job in 4 phases, and it took, it was about 9,000 feet total for renovation, including back of house. And I think it took me about 8 months. Here is the branding corridor. Here's the reception looking back into the lounge. We hadn't quite opened the lounge in that picture, and it looks just like the renderings, right? So I did good. Yeah, there's new reception right there. Again, lounge still not open. And there's the 2 concrete openings, the corridor, the golf pro shop steps. So you're looking through the reception, through the corridor, and up into the pro shop in that one picture. Here's the corridor, the branding corridor. There's the pro shop. There's the sundries. I don't know that I have a picture of the sundries, frankly. There's the magic mirror TVs and the lounge. The lounge is open now. And my name's John Kraft again, and obviously I'm capable of commercial and residential remodeling and building of any type. Give me a ring, make an appointment, free estimates. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.